Nityanandam. My name is Manita Kamalatwananda and I'm from Slovakia, and I would like to share with you today how did Inner Awakening program happen for me? How did desire to wanted to um, attend an awakening program happen, when it happened, and what kind of obstacles I had to overcome to be able to attend, and what I was doing to be able to overcome them. So this might help you in your path to inner awakening. So it was in summer 2009. I was living at the time in Canada, in Vancouver, and I met a girl who was also from Slovakia, and we were just hanging together that summer. And I remember I was reading a book called from Eckhart Tolle, and that time I had a realization that yes, I understand what he's talking about, but I have no idea how to live it. I try, but I don't know how to live in a present moment. It was a book about living in a present moment. And I had a diary at the time, and I wrote it in a diary that I would like to have this certain guidance. I would like to have certain teacher in a path of spirituality. I actually forgot about it. I just found the diary later on, and I was really shocked and surprised that I actually put that desire, put that intention in my diary. So this girl from Slovakia, she told me about Swamiji, about His Holiness Brahmsa Nityananda, which you can see behind me. We call him Swamiji. So she told me about him and that he's coming to Vancouver and he will be conducting a one-day program. It was his third visit to Vancouver, so she already knew him. And she also called me to come for meditation before I come for the program. She said, would be great, you have that experience before you come for one-day program. So because she was begging me to come for that meditation, I just went. I didn't have much experience from the meditation, but I was really curious to meet Enlightened Master. I felt like I never met Enlightened Master, and I definitely would like to have that experience. And I also convinced my husband to attend. And he was actually not wanting to, but then he told me that, and he told me to stop asking him to go. But then when I did stop asking him to go, he said he feels like he should go. So we both attended this one-day program called Kalpataru. And in this program, Acharya was actually conducting this program. The aim of this program is to look inside in your inner space to see what is the deepest desire you have. What is the, if you come in front of the God who can fulfill your wish, what is the most important wish you want to be fulfilled? And I thought I knew what that is, but during the day I realized that maybe this is not what I want the most, and I was actually, my whole life was just aiming to that wish to be fulfilled. Suddenly during that one day of the program, which was conducted by Swamiji's Acharya, I realized maybe this is not what I want the most. And when I was standing in the line, at the end of the program, Swamiji comes and he blesses for that wish, for the desire to become true. And when I was standing in the line for that, for his blessings, for his darshan, I was still not sure what should I ask for. And I just decided, just let it be. Whatever happened, let it happen. We'll see what happens. So when we both, with my husband, came in front of the Swamiji, Swamiji didn't say anything. He didn't ask anything. I didn't say anything. We just didn't have any verbal conversation. He just looked into my eyes, and then he both hugged us, and that was all. And I remember my husband also told me that he only looked to my eyes. He didn't look to his eyes. And what happened after that? Mm, I actually, next day I realized that the the desire, the wish, I was not sure if I should ask for it. It was gone. It was actually not important for me anymore. And it was a few years I was actually even changing my lifestyle. Started to live really healthy lifestyle. Started to exercise. Started to do yoga. Um, Started to get interested about the spirituality, meditation, all that I was doing just to have that wish to be fulfilled for me. And suddenly, after that meeting with Swamiji, it was not important to me anymore. After a couple of years, just my whole attention was just for that wish to be fulfilled. So, but what also happened, because my whole life was just aiming for that wish to fulfill, suddenly when that was not important, I experienced certain like the empty space, but not in positive way. It's more like the hole inside, which suddenly I didn't know what should I aim my life for. And that was actually then I actually realized that I should follow Swamiji and he should help me to find out what that is. So he basically removed what was not my desire and created that uh, question inside to start looking what is my real desire, what is my real um, path in my life. And actually, what also happened during the day when Swamiji entered the room, it was actually even before the darshan, even before we had the opportunity to go for the blessing. I had really deep experience when I realized that this is it. This is the being I was waiting for. He's the one who's going to bring the fulfillment to my life, which I was looking for, who will help me to see what is my path and will guide me in that path. This is the being who will tell me how to live that present moment, how to live life with fulfillment. So after the program next day, I just looked at the website and I saw the In Awakening program. And actually the friend who told me about who I met that summer, she was planning to go for this program for a couple of months. At the time, the In Awakening program was happening only twice a year. He knew about people who attended in the springtime, and she had desire to attend the next one, which was the winter time. For me, there was only, I think, was around 6 or 8 weeks. I don't remember exactly. Till this program, I had no money for this program. I had no time off from work to attend this program. But I have really deep desire to be with Swamiji and to have his guidance. And what happened that basically I decided not just to go for 3 weeks program, but there was opportunity to actually stay after In Awakening for 3 months for the program called Life Bliss Engineering, and I was actually interested to attend that the whole 3 months, to have the opportunity to be there not only for 3 weeks but for the whole 3 months right away. So first I didn't know how to tell my husband, but fortunately he attended the program. So I told him about my desire. I found the courage to tell him, and I found him like really supporting in that. He told me, yes, you have that desire, you just go. So I had actually the feeling guilty that spending so much money and only me go, and I want him to go, but he said it's way too much money for both of us to go, and I don't have desire to go. Then you just go and you will see, maybe I go later on. So I had approval from him, And the next step for me was, I knew I will not get the 3 months off from the work. So I just decided I was just gonna quit the job, and that was actually a job which I enjoyed, and I was really proud of having that kind of job, and it was really fulfilling job for me. I enjoyed what I was doing, but still the desire to go and be with Swamiji and go for 3 months was deeper than keeping that job. And that was the one strong point, that somehow that deep desire to be with Swamiji, the deep desire to have his guidance open up in me. And so I came, next day I came to work, and decided that I will go up to boss and tell him I want to quit the job. It was not easy decision for me, not just because I liked the job, but it was because they trained me 1.5 years, and I was only working there for 2 years. So it took them most of the time I was there to train me for the job I was doing. And after only 6 months, I was going to leave. And I knew there was no one else who can take my position, and it will take a long time till they train someone else. So I was hesitating to go, but again, the desire to be with Swamiji, to attend the program for 3 months, not just 3 weeks, was deeper. So when I came to the work in the morning, my colleague, it was actually 3 of us working in the department, told me she's quitting the job. And it was a shock, because it was actually a week before the third colleague already quit the job. So it was only 2 of us doing the job of 3 people. And she said she's also quitting. And I was the only one who was actually going to stay, and there was no one new to be trained. And what I was doing, it was like a therapist for the people with, for the kids with different issues with the eyes. So instead of going for surgery, we were doing certain exercises for the eyes, because for the muscles around the eyes, to help them to fix certain issues with the eyes. It's like physiotherapy for the eyes we were doing. And it was very new field, so there was no people who could do, and it took quite a long time to get trained for the job. So I was shocked, and I felt like maybe it's not time for me to go yet. And actually, because I will be the only one, I can ask for a raise, and I can be had a higher position in that job. But somehow I still felt, no, this is more important than that, is to be with Swamiji and to go for a ranking program. But I couldn't find the courage. The another thing was the fear, that having that courage to attend, to have the courage to tell the boss that I also want to quit. And the other thing was also that the program was happening during the Christmas time. So the biggest obstacle for me was the feeling of feeling guilty. I felt that guilty to leave my husband by himself for the Christmas. Feeling guilty to quit the job, that I will leave the person who spent 1.5 years to train me without anyone who could took the job. And another guilt I was feeling towards my parents, when my mom was sick and she expecting me to be with her, I just said, Mom, I have only 2 weeks time off. I cannot stay longer with you. She was living in Slovakia, I was in Canada. So, and suddenly I was going to go for 3 months and was quitting job for that. So there was a major thing for me, was all around feeling guilty. So that was the one thing I have to overcome. And also one more thing was, I had no money, and I never borrowed money in my life before. So I felt like it seems like it makes sense to stay, make the money, and I actually can make them faster because I could ask for the raise and then just go for the program. But somehow I could not live with that decision. And so what happened? I felt like it's too much. It's too much. I have to overcome, and I'm not able to. The desire, the deep, deep desire to go was there. How Swamiji actually call it now, will persistence, was there. But there was a fear, and to go for it, and there was which was created by feeling guilty, uh, which actually meant, if you look into it now, it's like just go for it, what you want in life. So I didn't know what to do, and my friend just told me she had certain issues in her life, and she also didn't know what to do. So she went to angel reader. At the time, I was like in that phase of life, and I really wanted to go, but I felt like I'm not strong enough to be able to overcome those obstacles. So I decided, let me just try that. So I went to that person and I told her what's going on, what is happening, and I told her I don't feel strong enough to be able to overcome those obstacles. And she just simply said that no, you are strong enough to be able to overcome those obstacles. And it was actually felt like Swamiji himself was talking through her. She just gave me the encouragement to go for it, which I was lacking. So next day I went to the boss, told him I'm quitting the job, start to look for the money, and basically the inner awakening happened for me. And I remember, because it was so many things I have to overcome, and I was able to have that will persistence, and I was blessed with the deep desire to go, that I was really deeply celebrating that first week of the program, feeling so much gratitude for being able to be in that program. And I also understood why it was so important for me to go, because actually for the next whole year the Inner Awakening program was not happening. So if I didn't go at that time, I had to wait another whole year to be able to go, and who knows if I will go if I wait another year, if I don't lose the desire to go. So I want to encourage you that actually whatever comes into your life when you decide for Inner Awakening program, the desire itself is not your desire, it's actually desire to put by Swamiji into you. And it basically means that you're ready and you are able to overcome whatever obstacles are in your life. And those obstacles are actually incompletions, things you have to drop anyway to be able to really have that inner awakening happen in you. So the Inner Awakening program doesn't start when you attend the program, it starts when you decide for it. And the decision itself, it's created by Swamiji. When you're ready, he will make that desire to happen in you, and that means you're ready to attend. So this is the message I would like to share with all of you. And if you want me to help you with your path to Inner Awakening, please leave a message under this video, and I will be happy to contact you and guide you in that path. Nityanandam.